What's up, JPC? Today I got a special guest with me, man. Pulling up to ISO Wars for the first time. His partner in crime was there season one and got a win. But one of the best guards in JP. You can introduce yourself, man.
What's good, guys? Rick B. Buggin, also known as Rick. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Facts.
Yes, sir. So if you don't know, you're matching up with Jayloo. You and him is probably the 1A and 1B for guards in the Discord. Talk to me a little bit about how you feel about his game and where he's ranked in JP compared to where you're ranked.
Much respect to Jayloo. I think Jayloo is one of the better players in the Discord. He's definitely one of the better scorers in the midi. Well, he's really a 3 hunter. So yeah, I think he's one of the better scorers, one of the higher 3-point percentages in the Discord. I think he's definitely a top 5 guard. top 5 JP ranking. So yeah.
Respect. How do you think the community feels about this matchup? Because you guys don't really play too much 1v1, to be honest. So
right.
Do you think that they're thinking automatically you're gonna win this series because you're number 1 in JP most times? The community.
I actually don't think that. I actually feel like I'm the underdog coming into this only because all the while I have ranked number 1 and like really high in the rankings a couple times. I think that's more geared towards my diversity or my versatility rather, as well as my good point guard play, of course. Like that's my main position, but I think my ability to be able to go to any spot on the court and know my role aids that. So that's why I kind of think that I might be the underdog coming into it in the community's eyes. Yeah.
So obviously, like I said, we haven't seen much 1v1 gameplay from you. I know your game, but for the people who don't know, how would you describe your game to them, especially in an ISO situation?
Well, I started playing guard in a 5-out situation, and so 1v1 is actually more fun to me than pick and roll, but I kind of just adapted to what would be the quote-unquote meta for the game, and what kind of keeps everybody structured. But for the most part, I love ISO situations, especially against Jayloo. Like there's been a couple of times where he couldn't stay in front of me. And I word on the street is that he's been playing lock recently, so hopefully that's been different. But yeah, I think that in the ISO situation I'll do really good. Especially on the build that I still haven't decided what build I'm gonna use just yet. Mm-hmm. But I know that I'm really good in the midi and getting to the basket. So
Finesse, any questions for your IRO?
My favorite.
Yes, I do have a couple questions for him. So with you saying that you've adopted to the meta role, right? When was the last time that you think you played like a 5-out or a 1v1, like a play style that could fit the 1v1 play style that you'll be having to play?
When was the last time I played 5-out? As a point guard or like just period?
Well, like, yeah, since you're going to be on a PG build with the 1v1,
okay.
Like, when was the last time that you can remember, like, ISOing?
Truthfully, last time I did 5-out was earlier this year in 2K because I had a 89 driving dunk point guard. Thank you, son. I had an 89 driving dunk point guard. Got contact dunks, things like that. Had a decent layup, had an 80 layup. So once I was able to get like a step or two on somebody, if I do 2-hand dunk or even if I go for a meter dunk, it was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm still fairly comfortable with 5-out. I know that when I use my shooting guard, that I don't necessarily call for screens. Of course, there's still a good option, but I can definitely still work with that.
Yeah, to add on to what he said. Yeah, to add on to what he said. He did play 5-out with me, but he was on shooting guard. But I did let him run the ball because he was, yeah.
Good, and there will JP and it will be point guard on point guard. So like it won't be like a lock on you. So it'll be easier, I believe. And how do you think you can get the one up on?
They could pick shooting guards if they want to.
Yeah, I was actually using my shooting
well,
guard.
his opponent's gonna have less defense as the like what he usually faces the lock, you know, but 99 perimeter. So I feel like that's gonna be an advantage. Well, that's gonna be an advantage for both of them. An advantage and disadvantage for the both of them. So,
Right.
and also, how do you think you should come out the gate during your 1v1? Like, what's gonna be bread and butter?
I think so. Like I mentioned before, Jayloo is a good scorer, good 300. So just off initial thought, if I get ball first, I have to score at him aggressively. Because I know that if I get the ball up, he's gonna be scoring aggressively. I think I do have the edge in the sense of pace, only because Jayloo tends to like get, I don't know if the word is frantic, but he rushes sometimes. And I'll slow the game down. Like even in a 1v1, like I'll stand still and let him keep moving. You know, sometimes on defense, people keep moving for no reason, even if the person's not moving. Just to see where I can get a shot off or if I can get past him or whatever the case may be. And so if I get ball first, I'm gonna go at him aggressive early. But if I'm on the defensive end first, I gotta strap up. Like I gotta play defense. So yeah,
that's what I was gonna ask you. Going like on the other side of things, like you said, this is one of the best scorers. I don't want you to get too much into your game plan, but can you give me your initial thoughts on a strategy for defending somebody who is quick to recognize a shot?
There's no screens, and I know that he is knowledgeable of that, and so he's gonna have to figure out something. Like nobody's gonna be in my way but me. Like nobody, I'm not gonna be hit by 99 strength or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna have to he's gonna really have to use his moves to get his buckets.
Series prediction.
Best of 3. What you got?
But I say 2-1.
Okay.
I say 2-1. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's towards you. Okay. A lot of y'all showing respect to each other's game. I see it. Y'all don't want to just say y'all gonna sweep the other person. But
I mean, if I think that's a prediction. I think a sweep is a possibility. It's definitely a possibility, but if I'm predicting it, if I'm being, I say 2-1.
I got you.
But a sweep definitely can happen.
Finish the sentence for me, man. JP is
innovative. Not many YouTube channels are doing ISO wars, all-star games. They give away money, but JP finds ways to incorporate their community in the things that they do for their videos, and that's pretty dope. And that's pretty dope.
Appreciate it, man. Y'all got any more questions? Or should we do last one?
Yeah. What are your final statement you want to make to Jayloo when he sees this interview?
I want Jayloo to just remember April 14th. April 14th is a staple date in him matching up at point guard against me. And just keep April 14th in mind and use that as fuel. And let's have a good game.
I appreciate you for pulling up, giving us your time, bro.
Oh, can I say one last thing?
Go for it.
Go for it.
I need you guys to go in your closet and grab a broom because Jamal's sweeping G-Man.
Wow.
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 Hashtag Canadian sweep.
This guy has to wait with his words, I see.
That's crazy.
But not for real though, April 14th, man. Love it or like it. It is what it is.
Listen, we're going to see you for the face-off soon.
Facts.
Appreciate it, bro.
No problema.
Like, comment, subscribe.